Hey guys, I just want to talk about a certain type of feedback. So I was at a band practice the other day, and I noticed that every time I kind of tapped the mic, it was getting this kind of woo, woo, woo kind of feedback. Or if you hit the stand or anything not the stand, or even if you just kind of stomped on the floor or you're walking around, you're kind of getting this feedback like woo, woo. Very deep feedback. So okay, so you could reduce the bass, you could EQ it out. But there was a way. There's a few things that you can check just to naturally stop that feedback. So first thing, it's a fairly obvious thing. Most people probably know it already, but just make sure that you're not in contact. So you can loosen it here, loosen the boom, and there's a little bit there, and you make sure that that's not touching the ground. It's not making contact with the ground. Um, so that's the first thing. This is hollow. It could be an idea to put something in there, sort of pad that to stop feedback. But that's the first thing. And then again, maybe have some padding around here. So you could put something in between the microphone that just pads it, or on here, some kind of to wrap around it. I don't know why they would though. This part's solid, that's solid steel, but this part, there's a resonance there. You might be able to hear it. So maybe if you was to dampen that, that would be a good way to solve it. But the other way is simply to move around the microphone around the floor. So what I noticed was underneath at the band practice, where the microphone was, there must have been some kind of hollow under the ground, under the floorboards, and I was getting a really bad resonance and feedback coming from the spot where the microphone was. I literally just moved it just a few feet around, experimented with it, and I was, doing this, and I was experimenting with placement of the microphone, and it pretty much just completely fixed it. Just totally, almost completely took away the problem. So you could tap the mic like this, and then all of a sudden, no feedback, and then you move it back, some placement, something under the floorboards, something, and you hit it, and the feedback was there. Move it over here, and it's gone again. So if you have that issue, really deep feedback, one thing to check is, first of all, make sure that that's not in contact with the ground. And then secondly, it might be just a cheap microphone stand. Unbelievably, your microphone stand does make a huge amount of difference in combating low feedback sounds. But yeah, first of all, check that. Then move it around, experiment with the location, and that could just completely fix the problem. And then the other thing, like I say, maybe just some padding, perhaps under here, a little bit of padding may help. I didn't experiment with that because I was pretty much fixed. But if you really want to completely perfect it, maybe try some padding around here, padding around there, and inside the boom there itself. Yeah, have a go with that. Cheers for watching.